about executive summaries. And before I ask you what it is, because I know Guillermo is just going to say it's a summary that's executive, which would make no sense whatsoever. We're actually going to, all I want to actually ask you is like, how are you feeling about your business plans? I mean, you've been working very hard. I've been with you for a month and a little bit, and I think you guys are putting in a lot of work. How are you feeling? Like, are you feeling like really proud of your work, or you feel like it's moving along? Can I see, does anyone even want to give me a digital hand? Who's gonna win the competition? Anyone? Who's gonna win? No one? No one at home?
The face flows.
You're not feeling confident?
Yes, we are.
We are scared.
No, we're
Okay.
scared.
Okay.
But we were enjoying.
Okay.
We're gonna do it
Okay.
right.
Now that I've seen how hard you're all working at this, I just want you to realize, let's say in the real world, you work so hard at putting this whole product together, and you want to get the financing for it, and you put it on their desk, and the guy just, whoever the angel investor just takes it and tosses it away. Imagine what would that feel like, hey, if you didn't even give it a glance, you know, which could conceivably happen. So right now, what I want all of you guys to do is just imagine that you are an angel investor, okay? And it's your job to actually analyze all these plans. And imagine your day. Let's say you have 100 emails in your inbox, you got your phone, it's ringing off the hook, you've got pressure from your boss that you have to find the next big project to, you know, further your career. There's a lot of demands on your time. And then you come in first thing in the morning and you have this many business plans, boom, right on your desk. You know, 50, 60 pages long. Do you think if you got a plan that long, you'd read through the whole thing? No? Exactly. So that is why we need to get into executive summaries. And this is, how am I doing? What am I doing?
You don't want to share
What do you mean? Okay. Executive summary. Underneath executive summary, does everyone know what concise means?
Yes.
Okay, be concise. That will be a key word here. So we have basically a definition of what is executive summary. Basically, you want to have an overview of your business, okay, that gets the attention of whoever's going to be deciding on your project, right? So you have, I know many of you have like a 10-page business plan. They can be anywhere from 10 to 50 pages, okay? So you've got to reduce it and be concise for it to be attractive to that potential person. And this will be up, this is all up on the classroom page, so if you want to access it and read it later, okay, it's there for your reference. I'm going to give you a little bit of a key vocabulary. Take a look at the board right now. Look at those words that I've given you. Is there anything that you don't understand? You can ask me. You can visually put your hands up, or you can ask me in class. Are there any words you haven't seen before? Or if you'd like me to put it in a sentence.
I never saw wheelhouse and bootstrap. Yeah,
Okay. So wheelhouse. It's actually comes from a. The other ones are all good? Do you guys understand this hook too? Hook is just like, you know, like a fishing hook. But as a proposition, you're trying to hook the investor. You're trying to give him something to bite on so that he is attracted to your product with the hook. All right? Good. And if anyone uses any of those today during our discussion, I'll give you some finger snaps. And we'll let everyone do it maybe if you hear it, all right? So we're going to get right into it, okay? I'm not going to teach you what an executive summary is. I'm lazy. I want you to figure it out on your own. I'm going to give you 3 case studies today, Okay, they're fairly long, so you guys have to be focused in your time today. You're gonna be given 25 minutes. I'm gonna break you into not your traditional groups, because what I want you to do today is get in with other people and trying to kind of figure out what everybody else, different perspectives. But when you're going through it, and you're gonna get a rubric as well to grade each case study. You're gonna read the case study, you're gonna grade it on a rubric, okay? But I also want you to write down 2 points that are good or 1 point that's bad of each case study. Are you following me? Any questions? Okay, keep those questions. I'm not gonna grade you on any of this, okay? But I do wanna see I do wanna see your rubric. You're gonna give a rubric grade, and you're gonna put it in your assignments folder, okay? What I want you to do with those questions is we'll discuss it together as a group, and I want you to take them, what you learned, back to your groups when you're doing your business plan later this week. All right, so this is gonna help you with your pitch. This is gonna help you for your Dragon's Den pitch, because it's gonna tighten up your whole business plan and make it more focused. Okay? Any questions? We're gonna break you up right now. Yeah, let's just take a quick look at the rubric right now. Okay, so we'll start with the proficient, okay? So you're gonna look at these case studies, you'll get 3. Each one will come up with like different ways. They're gonna see all 3 of them are gonna look different to you. You're gonna judge them on the organization of the business plan, the things it highlights that really grab your attention. It makes you show that what Okay, I'm just gonna go, so there's the definition again at the top, which is basically, what is an executive summary, okay? The start contains a short statement that addresses the problem or proposal that your business is trying to solve. And then you're basically just giving a little bit of background information, and then an analysis and conclusion. Ethan only wants this to be 1 page long, so it'll be shorter than those case studies you read because your business plan is shorter. So you only want to be a 1 page, which is like 3 paragraphs. He'll give you a leeway of a page and a half if you are using like headers. You know what I mean? Like if you're using like here on this, I think you saw the grandma. See how she uses our mission, the company, and management. So she uses these headers. So that'll take up some space. So if you use that sort of format, you can be a page and a half maximum. Understood? For your executive summary. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah? Everything's good? Okay. I'll just show you here at the bottom as well. There's a little examples at the bottom just to give you a little bit more clarity as well if you want. The characteristics of a proper executive summary. So it should be brief to the point. Ignore the 1 to 2 pages. It should be 1 page, 1.5 with the formatting. And then you want to capture the reader's attention, make your idea compelling. And then think of who your audience is, which is an investor. Okay, that's your audience. On Dragon's Den, no little. You're gonna have to make it entertaining, and it should be clear, concise, and relevant. Okay, and then it gives you kind of an idea of what you can do for paragraphs. So you can have an overview, an enticing overview in the first paragraph. You discuss your target market, your competition, your strategy of how you're going to get the market. And then you can put a little forecasting in there of like how much you think you'll be making either in the next year or in the future, over up to 4 years. Okay, so you can kind of give the investor an idea of what you'll give the investor an idea about what they're getting into, right, with your project. Okay, so I hope I'm clear. What do you think, guys? Falcao, how are you feeling? I know are you feeling the effects yet, or how are you doing? I'm getting water. Okay. Oh, that's possible. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to break you guys up into your groups, okay? And you guys can get to work. And but you're going to have to bear with me here because I forget who's all in which groups.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll call somebody's name out and you can. So I just talked to one of the group. I tried to help them out a little bit as far as their executive plan is. It is a little bit, they haven't found their forecasting yet of how much money they're going to need for their operations or how much they expect to make, which is a very important part of their executive plan. So I've tried to reinforce that. Even though they can get this executive summary done, they're going to have to either not mention that right now or come at that later and then get into the other important parts of their executive plan for right now. But they're a little bit behind right now, that group. But we'll join the next group right now. Okay, I've gone to the second group, which is a book selling company. Much more detailed. They know their company better. I think they'll have a lot more. It'll be a lot more easy for them to make their presentation more concise and clear. I think they know who they are and they know their market and everything. So I expect that one will be quite good. And I just gave them a little bit more fine tuning about how to organize and format their presentation. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty group. The core blood is, I think you're going to do fine. They're pretty clear on what they're doing. It's a little complicated of a subject, but they're doing well. Just had to kind of help them tighten it up, gave them advice on like how to clarify, but I think they'll be able to do it. Okay. Those guys look good. The financial company look really good. They got the idea.
Need to like see our percentage in the sales projection, and I'm really not good with maths, so I wouldn't trust myself. Oh, Nagata, you're such a liar.
I wasn't involved in that. Like, you did the math first, you have to do it again. I was doing
I've never
the
done the math. I didn't do the math for the sales
it really-
projection.
Guys, let's just create another
No, we
meet
did
so we
percentage.
can talk about the percentage thing. It will be
Yeah.
short.
You don't
Come
have
up
to
with
be,
those.
like I said, you don't need to do a big projection on your executive summary. If it gets their attention, they'll find it in your business plan. So you just need to make it in a way that it'll catch their attention, right? Or show us that you have confidence that you know what you're going to, the amount of money sales you'll generate, right? But if you put something that sounds like a solid number and they like your business plan, they'll find that information, they like your executive summary, they'll find the information in your business plan, right? You understand?
Are we supposed to leave?